If you own a car, then chances are you've heard of car insurance. But do you know what it really is and why it's important? In this guide, we'll get into the basics of car insurance, from what it is to why you need it, and everything in between. So buckle up, and let's hit the road to understanding car insurance. Car insurance is a type of contract between you and an insurance company. You pay a premium, which is a regular payment, to the insurance company, and in return, they agree to cover the costs of certain damages or injuries resulting from a car accident or other covered events. These damages can include repairs to your car, medical expenses, and liability for injuries or damages caused to others. Car insurance is not just an option, it's a legal requirement in most states. This is because accidents can happen at any time, and the costs associated with them can be significant. Car insurance helps protect you financially in case of an accident, so you don't have to pay for all the damages and injuries out of your own pocket. When it comes to car insurance, there are some key terms that you should be familiar with to help you better understand your policy. Here are a few of the common terms you should be familiar with. Premium, the amount you pay for your car insurance coverage, usually in the form of monthly, quarterly, or annual payments. Deductible. Deductible is the amount you must pay out of pocket before your insurance coverage kicks in. For example, if you have a $250 deductible and your car sustains $1,000 in damages, you would pay $250, and your insurance would cover the remaining $750. Coverage limit. Coverage limit is the maximum amount your insurance will pay for damages in case of an accident or other covered event. You can choose different coverage limits for different types of coverage. Claim. A claim is a request you make to your insurance company to cover the costs of damages or injuries resulting from an accident or other covered event. Policy. A policy is the contract between you and your insurance company that outlines the details of your coverage, including the coverage types, limits, deductibles, and premiums. Now, let's take a look at the types of insurance coverage. There are several types of car insurance coverage that you can choose from, depending on your needs and budget. Let's take a closer look at some of the most common types. Liability coverage. Liability coverage is a type of coverage that is required by law in most states. It helps cover the costs if you injure someone else or damage their property in an accident. Liability coverage typically includes two components: bodily injury liability and property damage liability. Bodily injury liability covers medical expenses, lost wages, and other damages for the other party involved in the accident, while property damage liability covers the cost of repairing or replacing the other party's property. Collision coverage. This coverage helps pay for damages to your own vehicle in case of a collision with another vehicle or object, regardless of who is at fault. It's especially helpful if you have a newer or more valuable car, as it can help cover the costs of repairs or replacement. Comprehensive coverage. Comprehensive coverage protects your car against damages caused by events other than collisions, such as theft, vandalism, fire, or natural disasters. It's also known as other than collision coverage and provides additional peace of mind. Personal injury protection, PIP, or medical payments coverage. This coverage helps pay for medical expenses for you and your passengers in case of an accident, regardless of who is at fault. PIP is required in some states, while medical payments coverage is optional in others. Uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage. This coverage protects you if you're involved in an accident with a driver who doesn't have insurance or doesn't have enough insurance to cover the damages. It helps pay for your medical expenses and damages in such cases. Additional optional coverages. There are also other optional coverages you can consider, such as rental car reimbursement, roadside assistance, and gap coverage, which covers the difference between the value of your car and what you owe on your loan or lease. Next, let's take a look at factors affecting how much you are going to pay for car insurance. Did you know that the cost of your car insurance premium, or the amount you pay for coverage, can vary depending on several factors? Here are some common factors that can affect your car insurance premiums. Age and gender. Younger drivers, especially teenagers, generally pay higher premiums due to their lack of experience on the road. Gender can also be a factor, as statistics show that male drivers tend to have more accidents than female drivers. Driving history. Your driving history, including your past accidents, violations, and claims, can impact your car insurance premiums. If you have a history of accidents or traffic violations, you may be considered a higher risk driver and may have to pay higher premiums. Type of vehicle. The type of vehicle you drive can also affect your car insurance premiums. Cars that are more expensive or have a higher risk of theft or damage may result in higher premiums. Additionally, vehicles with high horsepower or that are considered sports cars may also have higher premiums due to the increased risk of accidents. Coverage limits and deductibles. The coverage limits you choose, which are the maximum amount your insurance will pay for damages, and the deductible, which is the amount you must pay out of pocket before your insurance kicks in, can also affect your premiums. Choosing higher coverage limits or lower deductibles may result in higher premiums, while opting for lower coverage limits or higher deductibles may result in lower premiums. Location. Where you live can also impact your car insurance premiums. If you live in an area with a high rate of accidents, thefts, or vandalism, your premiums may be higher to account for the increased risk. Credit history. In some states, your credit history can also be a factor in determining your car insurance premiums. Studies have shown that individuals with lower credit scores may be more likely to file insurance claims, resulting in higher premiums. In conclusion, car insurance is an essential protection that can help you financially in case of accidents or other covered events. Understanding the basics of car insurance, including the factors that impact your premiums, common terminology, and how to choose the right coverage can help you to make informed decisions and ensure you have the right protection for your needs and budget.